Okay, so yesterday we had the movie versions, now we have the comic book versions. Of course, same rules apply. I shouldn't need to have to explain these two characters, but I'll do a quick synopsis. Black Panther, go see the movie. Blade, you could watch the movie. But Blade, real name is Eric, born in the 1920s, depending on writer. He is a half vampire, or a Dhampir. So pretty much he has the majority of their powers: super strength, healing ability, speed, heightened senses, and none of their weaknesses. So, you know, he can eat garlic and he's fine. His only two weaknesses is he actually has to occasionally consume blood to keep himself going. So, let's get right into this. Alright, first and foremost, intelligence. I'm going to do this right off the bat, okay. When it comes to the Black Panther, he has the ability to call on the intelligence of all of the previous ones, all of their experiences. T'Challa, one of the current Black Panthers, he's pretty much Reed Richards level intelligence. I mean, he's had times he's like, yeah, I need to find someone who can keep it with me. Probably Reed can. So it makes him probably one of the top intelligence in the world of comics, period. He's also a master of almost every style of martial arts. Ironically, Blade is considered proficient in every style. So it means he understands them, but he's not considered a master in any of them. Strength. Now, Black Panther does get strength augments from his suit, but he's normally considered above peak human. So he's peak human, bottom level meta, where Blade is a true meta when it comes to super strength. Depending on writer, normally they've got Black Panther rated at about 800 pounds, with Blade at 1 ton. Those are the bottom levels of them. Both of them have hung fairly well with someone like Spider-Man, so that means their strengths are probably fairly comparable. But when it comes to Blade, he does have the superhuman strength, that's just a little bit higher when it comes to that. Speed. Again, Black Panther can have higher speed when it comes to his suit, but he normally is considered at the top end of peak human. Yes, he does the heart shaper, but he's still, you know, both these characters have been classified as faster than sight. Now, the weird thing is when they write Blade, they normally show everyone else moving in slow motion as he's moving. So he's just a little bit faster. And if we look at these two guys in a foot race, yes, Black Panther could have a slight technological advantage, but Blade is going to be just a hair faster. Invulnerability, that goes to Black Panther. A lot of that is because, yes, you do have a level of superhuman invulnerability with the Blade, but he's taking on somebody who is in a suit that is a vibranium mesh. It's going to get a tremendous amount of abuse. Depending on the style suit he's wearing, you could either have kinetic absorption, or he does have the ability to do a minor amount of hard light shielding. Yes, hard light shielding pretty much means he has the ability to do a quasi Green Lantern level force field. That's pretty impressive. Durability. Black Panther, very low lactic acid when he fights, high amount of normal human durability. Again, he's at the top end of peak human. Blade, ironically, Wolverine has mentioned that Blade's healing factor is about on par with his own. And Wolverine is top tier when it comes to healing factors. So as this fight wears on, these guys, they're not going to get tired. But as more and more damage happens to Blade, Blade's going to be able to recover a lot of the physical damage, where you're going to see some of it from Black Panther, just not to the same level. Energy projection. The energy daggers. Flat out, it's the ability to throw a knife, a weapon that can cut through anything. He can make them into beams. Essentially, they took from the Captain America time where Captain America's shield was broken, and he had the energy shield, which could become, you know, a force field. He could throw it as an explosive device. He could make a staff out of it, and they used that it made slightly more offensive and kind of gave a similar technology to Black Panther. And it's just wicked. Truly, truly wicked. Versatility. Initially, this is going to go to Black Panther. Until, because he has a lot of great technological advantages, and the vibranium energy daggers allow him to do a whole host of things. Recently, they've enhanced Blade by giving him a very high level of proficiency in sorcery and supernatural abilities. He has shown the ability to help people manipulate ki, or chi, depending on how you look at it. And he now has a pretty good knowledge of extra-dimensional sorcery. Which, I'll be honest, one of these at Black Panther, he's created a lot of things. I know he's done some time with the necropolis of Wakanda, but he normally hasn't shown to have a high level person when it comes to sorcery. And I was like, you know, giving Blade a sorcery supernatural ability he can pull from, that's going to give him a lot of unique skills that T'Challa might not be expecting from Blade. He might be like, okay, this guy's a vampire hunter, he's half vampire, you know, he already knows, here's my list of things I'm going to have to worry about fighting him. Again, this is going to be just plunking the two of them out and just throw them down in the same area, so he's not really trained for it. But he's going to see Blade and he's going to know, okay, this is what I'm up against, this is what I have to deal with. I don't know if he's aware of the light sorcery abilities. I'm not saying Blade is on par with someone, you know, even like a Doctor Doom or a Doctor Strange. But the weird magical abilities and the things that he's been shown to be able to do, he's going to fight somebody who's going to really tax what it is that he can do. And trying to fight T'Challa straight on is going to be difficult to try to do. So he's going to fall back on throwing out some things that T'Challa might not be expecting, and probably doesn't have built into it his normal suit. So X Factor. I was looking at him, okay, like, Blade, he's going to give Black Panther a hard time. He's going to be a little bit faster. He's going to be a little bit stronger. He's going to heal a little bit faster. He's going to have the ability to throw out some unique skills that Black Panther would not expect from Blade. But whatever he throws out, Black Panther's going to adapt to fairly quickly. Looking at the other things he brings with him, he's going to bring superior shielding. You know, as Blade's trying to do damage to Black Panther, it's not going to, you know, he's going to hurt him, but he's not going to get past that armor. While Black Panther's going to be able to do significant damage to Blade. And the fact that he's got the energy daggers, that's what's really going to throw this into his favor. He's going to do hard light shield. He's going to be able to defend himself incredibly well. Now I'll tell you, there's a couple really good shots from the energy daggers to put Blade down. So, good fight. I picture Blade doing a good job in the early goings. And it's going to help keep him into this fight. But Black Panther's got way too much for Blade to handle. Now, had I not found out about Blade and the high proficiency in sorcery, this would have been an easy 6-3. But I think the fact he's going to be able to throw out some things that Black Panther would not expect from Blade. It's going to allow the fight to go a little bit longer, which can help the healing factor of Blade keep this fight progressing. But I think at the end of the day, Blade doesn't have the skill set to put down T'Challa. As much as people say, well, he's Black Panther, he's the Batman. No. If you remove the heart-shaped herb, he's closer to Batman. But with that, he's kind of a Captain America level. But he runs a country, which puts him kind of a Doctor Doom level. He has a high level of technology, like Doctor Doom. So if anything, I would almost say he's closer, if you want to do a DC equivalent, he's potentially closer to like a Deathstroke mixed with Lex Luthor. Because then you have all the enhanced abilities, You have the really great armor. You have the great weapons proficiencies. You have the ability to say, hey, you know, I've run a country. And you have the high technological abilities. I mean, Black Panther's truly a force to be reckoned with in the Marvel Universe.